That's right. Woo-hoo. Y'all miss me. And I miss you too. That's why I'm back. Yo, I'm back with the Tizoy. I'm Bizoy. I'm getting the busy and I'm Rizzoy. No kidderoys out on city. Don't give a shit what the fuck I'm missing. Haven't had no sleep in the mizzy, so that's why I'm on the screen acting all crazy. Like a Joker with the fucking crazy jacket. Don't give a shit, dog. I'm a classic. I'm a bastard too. And I be coming through. And no curfew. I'm a grown man, I do what I do, and I'm shining, and I'm grinding, and that's why you all want my time. And I grind, and that's why I got the king on my dime, a dime. Woo-hoo-hoo, I'm loco, so cool. And I'm vocal, and I don't give a shit, dog, because I'm crazy, and that's why I'm about to end this bitch, because I'm a bitty. And that's it. Alright? We just had fun. That was No Filter. How you doing? I'm back. I was about to have my Odin rest. I just finished grounding outside. So I had an inclination to come out here and do a new video because it's a new beginning. My old self is officially dead. And it's rejuvenating. And so something told me just put on the music and just jump on this bitch and have fun with my toy. That's a creative process. I just jumped on here and said some shit that really didn't make any sense. But I'm not embarrassed. I'm having fun because it's creativity that flows through all of us collective. That's all it's about. Get rid of perfectionism. Us perfectionists out there always want to be perfect. Make sure that camera angle's right. Make sure the shirt's draped over the shoulder just right on that. Just get up there and be yourself, man. Not even gonna be a long download. I was griping yesterday because I was noticing people still trapped in some of their patterns. I was about to say they're old patterns because we are elevating as a collective. So a lot of these issues are old to me and I've already outgrown them. So I need to learn how to be a life coach and meet people at their level where they're at without talking down or being nasty to them. And I was talking about a lot of my pet peeves of people that I share stories with that are just liking my comments with their name in it first the video. Made my twitch because I like all of their videos and comment on them and share them and put them on my stories, but I'm only seeing like a little bit of reciprocation back. It's just weird. It's the age of truth, so we're just looking for reciprocation. Okay, that's it. We're just looking for reciprocation. Okay, I tell you the truth. I expect you to tell me the truth back. Okay, I'm honest with you. I expect you to be honest with me. I'm transparent. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's very easy to tell the energies of what's going on with the world today. So hopefully we can get our vision right beginning today, April 9th. And we can hopefully easily discern what is distraction. And what I mean by distraction is what is pulling you away from God? What is pulling you away from what is really important? I can give you a story. Easy analogy. When I got to the point where I was in school and I had friends that wanted to skip school, we all have that first moment when that one friend of yours comes up to you at lunch. Hey, you want to skip biology and we can go to Taco Bell or whatever the case may be? What is the first thing that happens when you get that question asked to you? You get that guilty feeling in your stomach. It's like, should I do this? Because you're changing an algorithm, right? You know you should be in school, then you start thinking about, all right, well, if I skip class, the teacher's going to notice my desk is empty. That teacher saw me earlier in gym class, so what am I going to say when I'm not in her class for 7th period? Whatever. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, 7th period, 8th period. Man, it's been a minute since I've been in school. So we started asking ourselves that once we were so used to being in a routine. But then when you break that routine, then you get that guilty feeling like, oh man, I got to come up with a lie to explain if I do bump into that teacher why I wasn't in class. It's just so much more work you have to do when you lie, right? Correct? It's like so much more work you got to do versus keeping it honest. Hey, yeah, I skipped school. I want to go out with Samantha. I want to go out with Tanisha, whatever the case is, whatever her name is. right? Or just switch genders if necessary. It's just so much easier to tell the truth, even though you're going to get in trouble. But it's easier to tell the truth. Hey, man, I just didn't want to show up to class. The teacher's going to be upset, but they would appreciate your honesty versus you coming up with a bullshit ass excuse when they know the crowd you're hanging out with. Because they know the story already. Remember the example I've used. And well, if you're new to my show, first of all, welcome to the realest show ever, no filter, hands down, where we don't have anybody here from the FCC telling us what to say. We have sponsors that love our transparency and our freedom. Hence, they are willing to participate in this on this platform because that is their demographic mission too. They want to reach out people that are unique and don't have glass ceilings or governor's pen per se, because they're looking for adventurous. Okay, people to break the mold, to create new milestones and so forth. So this show is an open-minded community where we talk. Forgive me, I had some Ben & Jerry's earlier, so yeah, tonight's dough. Yeah, that joint's dank, but it'll get you Flemmy McGimmies, plus smoking. So this is a like-minded community where we can sit down and kick this shit, and we can just express ourselves without worrying about somebody saying, "No, you're canceled. You're canceled." Oh my God. Sensitive people are not welcome here. All right. We're students of life here, where we are willing to go through hell and back to find our best versions of ourselves. That is what this community is about. That's one of the facets of this community. This community is multifaceted. It's multi-layered. It's a big onion. So when you watch my show, I highly recommend it's like you rewatch it. Like, just don't watch it once. There's so many things that may go over your head the first time because this type of platform is a platform where you learn something new every day. You can go back to an old episode, and that old episode will make much more sense to you because you graduated to another level. My show is a whole bunch of nuggets that is spread out through comedy, frustration, empathy, understanding. There's so many emotions I go through on this show to show pure transparency of a self-development journey and how it should look like. It's not going to be similar, meaning our settings may be different. I was homeless last year because I was taken advantage of so many times by people I loved and I just gave my whole heart to, that I felt like I needed to take a break to find who I am and why was I keep on repeating the same patterns of getting taken advantage of. During that journey, I realized I wasn't a victim, because I did the same actions to other people throughout my journey in life, taking advantage of people that gave me nothing but love. I saw their kindness and I took advantage of them. When they gave me an inch, I took way more than a mile, if you've heard that expression. I give you an inch, you take a mile, right? So it means like you're never satisfied. You just keep on taking and taking. So I was that individual. So hence when I was getting taken advantage of, God showed me through karma, this is how it feels like to take advantage of people that loved you and expected nothing but reciprocation from you based off of their good energies, right? So when we go through our self-development journeys, we realize, hey, we were this character at one point, we were this character at one point, and we're this character at this point. Or we realize, hey, I was this character at one point, now I'm this character. Like, we're going backwards. We want to be a better version of ourselves. So that's where constructive criticism comes in within our own actions. Like, okay, am I really doing good, Zoe, or am I just faking a funk and telling people I'm doing good, but my actions is not reflecting what I'm telling the world? I've been that guy too. I would tell the world, hey, I'm doing great, but I know deep down inside I'm not doing anything better than I was doing last month. Some people are looking like they were 6 years ago, attempting to represent 2025. You know what I mean? There's a new age. I'm going to be talking to you a little differently. I know who I am now, so I'm going to talk to you a little differently in different analogies so you can pick up what I'm saying. Some people is still rocking their 1998 outfits, and it's 2025. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a cat rocking 2007 gear when it was 2012, 2017. You know what I'm saying? I was stuck in a time period. And when you're stuck in a time period, your mentality is stuck there too. A lot of us don't realize that our clothes retain energies. A lot of people are not cleansy in a lot of different ways. They're not spiritually cleansy and they're not physically cleansy. Meaning a lot of people wear a lot of the same outfits. You may see me wear a lot of my cartoon outfits, but I clean them. As I say, I clean them. There's a stain here. Forgive me. I do a lot of grounding outside. I kneel. I get my hands with Mother Nature on it. And I do a lot of this subconsciously, not realizing it when I'm outside, just to get myself right, and I come and I find handprints. That's just semen stains. It is, but I'm telling you a lie saying that it's grounding dirt. You like how I said that? It's not semen at all. But I can flip it like that. So, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Thank you, Spirit Team. So I used to be in an old mentality because I didn't realize the clothes I was wearing was representing a different Alonzo that I was attempting to outgrow, but still wearing the same old clothes. And when I wore the same clothes, subconsciously I'd be in the mirror and it would reflect the memories we went through in the 2012 or 15 period. It's just, you're constantly reminded of your journey if you're not willing to grow. And when I mean grow in all aspects. I mean, when it comes to changing your patterns and your identity, that requires a change in wardrobe, a change in environment, a change in mentality, a change in friends, environments, relationships, situationships. Like everything in our life is a variable that we need to deeply analyze before making the next elevation stage or in the next step towards our evolution. Is this serving me? Like, I had to get rid of cocaine because cocaine was a hell of a fucking drug. Rick James is for real. Cocaine was a hell of a fucking drug. I used to love that shit. But I told myself when I was realizing, when people was like, hey man, I think you should stop this Russian roulette, this and that's going on. I was like, yeah, I got you, but God got me. I pray over it before I make sure it doesn't have fentanyl. All that stuff, I would tell myself lies. But I was holding on to something because I wasn't willing to dig deeper in my shadow work to ask myself, why am I doing cocaine? Why do I need this to get stimulated? And then I dug deep enough. I was like, well, I'm depressed. I'm pissed off. I don't want to go out here and date because a lot of women are fake. They're not meeting my energy. So I'd rather fucking have some cocaine, call some shorties over, whatever, bada bing, or watch porno and protect my energies and just keep it moving. A lot of us can relate to that shit. I'd rather just beat off instead of going out, putting money out on dinner and this and that and not even getting some ass. Whatever the case, whatever we lie to ourselves on, you get what I'm saying. So I'd rather sit home, protected, beat off, or have a shorty come over here. We do what we do. And we chill and keep it moving because we were on that same frequency. That's where I kept myself on. And I kept on lying to myself saying, it's okay, I could do both. And then one day, my dealer didn't answer the phone, said he went out of town, bought a bang, and then I cussed him out, said, well, you better send me some money so I can get some more shit from somewhere else. And then God had me look at myself. See how real I am? I'm telling you exactly what happened that got me off. So why are you rubbing your nose? Because that shit itches. And I was outside grounding. Whatever, shut up. I don't need to explain myself to you. But I do that when you're honest, right? See, when you're honest, you catch yourself. Oh, I'm talking too much. That's an honest person. Okay. So I had to find, God removed that person from me. So it was like, so you're doing so good, but your cocaine problem is a problem. Okay. You do it every once in a while. It's not like you're out here every day doing it, but when you do it, you get behind the 8 ball. You need like 3 or 4 days to recuperate. And then every time you do that, what happens? I keep on testing you. Every time you do it, and then you need the recuperation. During those days of recuperation, I have important people call you, don't I? With money opportunities, don't I? And I'm like, yeah, you do. Every time I was like, oh, I don't want to answer the phone. And I need... See? You're missing out on opportunities. You want to self-stimulate and avoid your problems. No accountability there, right? So I was like, oh, fucking bitch, you're right. So I wasn't going to stop on my own. So God removed that person from my life in order for me to have that realization, hey, this needs to go. If I want to elevate, then I can't serve two masters. So the devil did everything possible, which is myself, outside of myself, because my subconscious didn't want to get rid of it. So when I said, all right, fuck him, cool. Then my mind would think about, I could call this person and this person. Then I had to go through that purge. It's like, no, I can't. I can do without this. And then I went one day, then 2 days, you get irritable and shit. But then I realized, man, I don't love that shit. I like it. But guess what I do love? I love staying alive. I love God, and I love my weed. Because weed is from the planet. And that can be tampered with too, but I'm sticking with my weed. Okay, I've been smoking for over 20 years. I like it. Keeps me grounded, healthy, in tune, protects me from energies and all types of stuff. It's very magical in many ways. And it keeps me in a loving frequency if I allow it. So I'm good. So I'd rather be on the natural frequency than this synthetic shit that you don't even know what it is. Forgive me. And now I'm better off. I'm clear. I cut the purge. I don't need that. I'm not feeding for it. And it's great. And now I'm just super energetic. I'm even more connected and I'm more productive. And I'm on that championship treadmill that just keeps on going upwards and upwards. I can't look back. I'm not allowing anybody to take me back to a place I prayed myself out of. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I am walking abundance daily. I'm always optimistic. I'm always in a loving frequency. I am God, and so is, God is love, and so am I. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's nothing but positive affirmations. I don't allow any negativity in my cipher anymore. Hence, when I said I'm looking for other Alonzos, I'm looking for other Alonzos that has no excuse. If you really want it bad enough, then you would do whatever you need to do to get out of your situation. And I've heard people say this over and over again. And they're like, when they make it, they always have that one video or two to like, hey, man, if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm sitting back like, man, yeah, okay, I got you. But literally, I can say that now. And then I'm going to end this download. I can literally say, if I did this and I got to a point where God allowed me to speak God's truth on a non-trendy road, and the more attacked you get, that means the more attacked you get, the better you're doing. It's like one of those things you have to realize, like the more you speak God's word, which is love, the more you're going to get attacked, because the more light you carry within yourself, the more you irritate people's demons and their lifestyle when you're around. It's like you're just shining a magnifying light on everybody, or you have a magnifying glass on everybody, and you're just seeing every minute detail of their fakery or their devilish actions. That's why they're attacking you and they're irritated with you. So don't feel bad. Don't want to rekindle with people that are not reaching out to you and not showing support, because they're showing you their allegiance, Alonzo. You have the love and gift of me, so you love everybody regardless. You see the best in everybody regardless. That is your gift. That can also be a curse as well, because love can kill you if you don't have any discernment or clarity, because you love everybody. I've had a person last summer was like, yeah, Alonzo, you got a big heart. You got a big heart. But you got to be careful with what you say, but you can get taken out in this world. I kept remembering saying, it's like, yeah, I'm going to get taken out. And I was like, no, fuck that. Why am I going to get taken out for speaking God's word? But I know it's a double meaning too. Like, I'm talking shit. Yes, you can get taken out. Of course, we know that. But when I'm speaking life and then someone's basically side threatening me and say, hey, if you keep on doing what you're doing, you can get taken out in this world. I'm like, no, I'm going to speak God's message regardless. And that's what it is. That's what it is. So I'm not going to be threatened or nothing by speaking God's word. So I'm going to keep on doing that. Hence, you're going to get attacked. You're going to have people that you loved, but they're going to expose themselves when you keep on walking in the light. And they're still standing in the shadow and exposing some of themselves. You see the lights hitting me? So you see only some of my face exposed. That's how people are in the shadows, which I used to be in the shadow. I used to be Strider. Just only shows some of my face. Mainly you'll see the silhouette of somebody's body chilling. That's how these people are exposing themselves. They don't want to come all the way to the light. They just want to show you some of them bodies, some of themselves. That's where you can tell who you need to keep in the shadow, or hopefully help repent so you can bring them in the light, because that's my mission. When I see people I don't like or whatever, I'm going to sit down and do my damnedest to exorcise that demon, because I know the person inside I really love. But the nasty, devilish, nasty motherfucker that jumped in, that vessel was taken over, that's the nasty bitch I'm talking to. That's the one I want to whoop ass. That's where I get all nasty because I see the devil in you. The vessel that's you, I know you have love in there. But you got taken over because somewhere along your journey, you lost faith and you allowed that other entity to jump in you because it promised you temporary goods. We'll end it on that. I love each and every one of you. I ain't going anywhere. I'm relaxing in my king throne because I am thriving versus surviving. I'm getting back my power, which I already had back. All the money that was stolen from me from the government, spending billions of dollars to keep me in this Truman Show, to keep me unaware of who I am royally in my destiny. Knowing that I'm Egyptian royalty, all that. They played the games, algorithm, all this shit set up to keep me in lack and in poverty. Have family and friend members keep me in that frequency. Oh, it pissed me the fuck off when I saw the binary code and I stepped in and out, and if you know, you know, and now it's like, damn, okay, that's why they wanted to keep that shit from me. And I astral traveled and I was like, oh, this is what you were hiding from me. And I saw all that reptilians, I saw it all. I'm like, oh my God. I was in the real life Sim City. If you know, you know. And thank you, Moon, for breaking down what's going on. That girl's dangerous. All my collective baddies, Charlie Angels, are dangerous intuitively. Woo! That's why I love Genosha's already here. So I ain't going anywhere. So when I'm not here and I'm in silent mode, I'm not in silent mode. I'm just doing what God's commanding me to do. I gave everyone all the keys. Literally, I can disappear and just work on my Genosha and all that other shit. I can, but I won't. There's still a lot to do. So yeah, I'll be doing my Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It may still happen. You see the red and the blue, okay? It's still a balancing thing. I'm just more consciously and spiritually aware of what side I'm going to feed more now. That is another name of the game too. I love each and every one of you. You take care. I did borrow that from Mr. Ballin. Mr. Ballin? Yes, the storyteller. Yes, I did. Hey, that looks like Mr. Ballin. Yeah, because I got it from him. I'm inspired. I didn't come up with that. I got that from Mr. Ballin. I wish people can do that often. More often than reference me. Hey, I got that from Zoe. I got the grounding from Zoe. Yeah, I got that from Zoe. You know, but they're worried about I'm going to take their clients or something. I love you. Take care. Be more aware of what you speak off your tongue. It's either life or death. And remember, you can only say something once and you can't take it back. You can apologize and hopefully people can accept your apology, but I'm working on being more consciously aware of what I'm thinking before it comes off my tongue, because it could just be my emotions wanting to say that just to get it out. So it won't be Freddy Kruegerish in here and I'm just battling it. So a lot of times it may just come out, just get it out. So we good. We can worry about apologies later, but that bitch ain't staying in here. So that happens sometimes because devils would love to linger in here and have you overthinking so it can work its way deeper and more deeper in your nooks and crannies, if that makes any sense. So if you got to get it out, worry about apologizing later. Just get that bitch out. So I'm working on how to say things properly without attacking somebody just because I was hurt. Hurt people hurt people. So I'm working on not being hurt and hurting people. I'm working on being hurt and healing people. Confirmation, bitches. I like that. That was a perfect mic drop, wasn't it? Sexual chocolate. That boy good. Gotta stick this AM in it. Why'd you put your sleeve back on? You look like a female. You love it. Bare chested, aka Conan, I'm the man. Watch me cook. Maybe a little dyslexic, but I'm ready to get some oven rest. Love you. Take care. Until next time, take care of yourselves and one another. Zary Springer. Final thought. All right.